Greetings, Mech Warriors, and welcome to another campaign ops using MekHQ video. And we've just completed our repairs for our lance, with the exception of our panther leg that got blown off and we didn't manage to repair it correctly. And we are now going to look at just how we could spend some XP and add some additional information to our Mech Warriors. So for instance, if I go to personnel, and I can already see because they took part in the mission, we already have experience points here. And Mary Lee gained 1 extra XP because she successfully negotiated the contract as well. So I can also now start assigning kills. I can say, right, well, our Griffin, I can go here and I can say that she managed to kill an urban mech. So I can go to assign kill, edit kill log, and I can add a kill, and I can say, oh, actually I want to actually do it on the unit. So I think if I go to the hangar, I think this is how you do it. So if I go to the hangar and I can say the Griffin, no, it's not there, it's in personnel. Okay. Assign kill. You can edit the log or you can assign a kill. I'm going to assign a kill and we're going to say she killed an urban mech. And we could put any information we wanted down there, but this is just a nice little record. But every time you assign a kill to a person here, they gain an XP. So our Griffin has gained an XP because they've killed an urban mech, very dangerous. We could also, if we wanted to, say that urban mech was salvaged. So we could go to our hangar and we could go to marketplace and click on purchase unit, and we could go to urban mech. And we can do add GM. Now that doesn't cost anything because it's been added as a GM. And we can go to that urban mech and we can say, well, when it was salvaged, it basically died because of a head hit. It's inoperable now. But now I could go to, for instance, the repair bay, and I can take our urban mech, and I could sell it, or I could actually try and order in a new head. So I've got these new parts here. I can basically say I'll try and acquire those parts. I'll order life support. I'll order the head, and I'll order the sensors, and I just have to wait for those to arrive, and I go to the command center and I can see those are going to be tested, and I can try and reclaim the urban mech. So that's a good way of handling salvage, that you could basically just add the components. And even if you're putting in for instance, something that destroyed a Shadowhawk and destroyed it completely, there still might be things that could be salvaged. So for instance, if I go to hangar, let's go to personnel first. Let's say our commander here got a kill, and we're going to assign a kill. She killed a Shadowhawk SHD 2D because 2D is the death traps. And we can say that in our hangar we can use the purchase unit. We're not obviously purchasing it. I can put in a Shadowhawk 2D, add GM. I can edit its damage. GM mode, edit damage. I can say, right, it got taken out just by someone sneezed on its central torso because it's got that little armor. And that means all of the engine is blown out. All of the gyros blown out. And the SRM2 there is gone. And there we go. Now it's listed as salvage because it's been truly destroyed, because any mech that has its central torso destroyed is truly destroyed. It appears in our salvage, and so we can go to our repair bay, click on the Shadowhawk, and we can start salvaging it for parts. So those parts we can actually try and take off of this. We can salvage some armor from it, and again I can select on this and go mode times 4 to make it easier. I'm going to salvage some armor, I'm going to salvage some jump jets, and I'm going to salvage an SRM2. There we go. So it allows me to salvage parts from that. I can also go back and I can try and sell objects. So for instance, if I didn't want this urban mech anymore, I can just sell what's left of it. Click on sell unit, and it will tell me how much funds it would get for that in its current condition. So lots of different things you can do in MekHQ. Oh, I forgot, we can also do experience point spending. So if I go to the personnel, I can now right click on here and I can go to spend XP. So XP costs 10 points usually for a new skill. I can't remember exactly how many points it is. It's in Total Warfare. It costs 4 points of XP per piloting skill, 8 points for each gunnery skill, and 6 points for some of the other skills, tactics, strategy, and leadership. So you can spend XP to increase your skills. There's lots of other things you can do to keep track of in MekHQ. There's tons of different things. You can even keep records of prisoners. You can change who's married to who. You can even suddenly magic up children dependents that suddenly appear. The sky's the limit. We've obviously just done it with 4 personnel today and 4 mechs, but I've done this before with whole companies of mechs with additional units and vehicles. Obviously we've just done it with mechs here, but you can have a go, and we might have a go later on at looking at how to do and how to manage other units such as vehicles, and how to manage aerospace, and looking at infantry as well, which got their own little issues. But otherwise, remember, this is all about supporting campaign operations and making it easier and as an easy way to GM a campaign rather than doing it all through pen, paper, and maybe spreadsheets. And this allows you to keep track of everything a lot easier and create a lot less headaches. And I found it really helpful in the campaign I've been running in 3028. And until next time, I might add a few more videos on, but I think that ends the kind of core of this series of videos. And if there are any questions, good places to ask questions will be to the MegaMech Discord forum, or the MegaMech Facebook group, or to drop a question onto the end of this YouTube video. Until next time, I'll see you then.